Picture this, a world without Mickey Mouse, Disney princesses, or the enchanting lands of Disneyland and Disney World. It's almost impossible, right? Behind all this magic was a dreamer, a risk-taker, and a storyteller, Walt Disney. Today, we're uncovering the incredible journey of the man who showed the world that dreams really do come true. So, buckle up for a magical ride. Walter Elias Disney was born on December 5th, 1901 in Chicago, Illinois. He was the fourth of 5 children in the Disney family. His father, Elias, was a strict but hard-working man, known for his stern discipline. His mother, Flora, on the other hand, was warm and nurturing, a balance that shaped Walt's character. When Walt was 4, the family moved to a farm in Marceline, Missouri. This small town became Walt's first glimpse of magic. The open fields, bustling town fairs, and simple joys of rural life inspired much of his work later on. Marceline gave him the idea that happiness could be built on community and imagination. But life wasn't all fun and games. Walt's childhood was tough. His father often struggled to make ends meet, and the family eventually sold the farm. But even in these hard times, Walt found joy in one thing: drawing. He would sketch on whatever he could find, scraps of paper, even the walls of his family home. His first audience, his neighbors, who would pay him to draw their horses. As a teenager, Walt's passion for art only grew stronger. While attending high school in Kansas City, he enrolled in evening art classes. But Walt wasn't just your average dreamer. He was a doer. At 16, he even tried to enlist in the army during World War I, but was rejected because of his age. Instead, he joined the Red Cross and spent a year in France driving ambulances, which he famously decorated with his cartoons. When Walt returned, he was determined to make his mark. He started working at a commercial art studio in Kansas City, but it wasn't enough. So he co-founded his first company, Laugh-O-Gram Studio, where he created short animated films inspired by fairy tales. But dreams don't always come easy. Laugh-O-Gram went bankrupt, leaving Walt penniless. Did he give up? Not a chance. Walt packed his suitcase, borrowed $40 from his brother, and boarded a train to Hollywood, ready to start over. In Hollywood, Walt teamed up with his brother Roy, who was his biggest supporter. Together, they started Disney Brothers Studio in 1923. The brothers had very little money, but they had plenty of determination. Their first big success came with the creation of Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. But in a shocking twist, Walt lost the rights to Oswald due to a contract loophole. It was a devastating blow. This could have ended his career, but instead, it sparked his most brilliant idea. During a train ride back to Hollywood, Walt sketched a cheerful little mouse he named Mortimer. His wife, Lillian, thought the name was too serious and suggested something simpler: Mickey. And just like that, Mickey Mouse was born. Mickey Mouse made his debut in 1928 with the cartoon Steamboat Willie, which wasn't just another animation. It was the first ever cartoon with synchronized sound. Mickey became an overnight sensation, turning Walt Disney into a household name. Soon, other characters like Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, and Goofy joined the family. But Walt wasn't satisfied with just creating characters. He wanted to innovate. He wanted to tell stories in a way no one had before. In 1937, Walt released the first ever full-length animated feature film, Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. People thought it was a crazy idea. Who would sit through a cartoon for 90 minutes, they said, but Walt believed in his vision. And guess what? Snow White became a massive hit, earning over $8 million during the Great Depression. This success allowed Walt to push the boundaries of animation, introducing color, sound, and groundbreaking technologies like the multiplane camera. Films like Pinocchio, Dumbo, and Bambi followed, each cementing Disney's place in history. But Walt wasn't done dreaming. In the 1950s, he imagined a place where families could experience magic in real life. That dream became Disneyland, which opened in 1955 in Anaheim, California. Disneyland wasn't just a park. It was a whole new concept. It had themed lands, thrilling rides, and real-life versions of Disney's beloved characters. Today, Disneyland and its counterparts around the world are symbols of joy and wonder. Walt Disney's journey wasn't all fairy tales. He faced countless setbacks, from financial struggles to creative disagreements. But each time, he rose stronger. Walt once said, "All the adversity I've had in my life has strengthened me," and his resilience is what made him unstoppable. Walt Disney's legacy is everywhere, from the movies we love to the theme parks that bring joy to millions. He won 22 Academy Awards and inspired generations of dreamers. Entrepreneurs, creators, and storytellers all look to Walt as proof that imagination has no limits. In 1966, Walt Disney passed away at the age of 65 due to lung cancer. Although he didn't live to see Walt Disney World open in Florida, his vision continues to thrive. Even decades after his death, Walt's dream lives on. His story reminds us that with a little courage and a lot of imagination, anything is possible. So, what's your dream? If Walt Disney taught us anything, it's this: never stop dreaming and never stop believing. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories.